In this video, I'm interested in showing you how to find the number of significant figures in a given number. So we shall look at a topic called approximation and estimation, specifically looking at significant figures. So what are significant figures? Significant figures mean the number of important single digit, meaning that something which is important. That is what it means by significant. So in order for you to be able to answer the question of how many significant figures are in this number, you should know the following. Rules to work out how many significant figures are in a number. The rules are as follows. Number one, significant figures for any number are counted from the left going to the right. So if you want to know how many significant figures are there in a number, for example, we talk of a number of, let's say, we are simply talking of a number of 256, 0. We start counting from the left, meaning the left is this side going to the right. Okay, this is what it means. This is how you are going to know how many significant figures are there. Then the second one, significant figures for large numbers. Significant figures for large numbers. Now, when we talk of large numbers, we are simply talking of numbers that are greater than 0, meaning 1 and above. Numbers that are greater than 0, that are greater than 0. So here we are simply talking of 1 and above. So all non-zero digits are significant, e.g. 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning there is no 0 here. So all these are significant. So in other words, we can say there are about 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 significant figures in this question. So this is one thing you should know. All non-zeros digits are significant because as long as there is no 0, meaning that that number is important. The digits are very important. Now, rules for zeros, where now zeros are involved. We are simply saying zeros at the end of non-zero numbers are not significant. So if zeros at the end, okay, zeros at the end of non-zero, meaning numbers like 1, 2, 3, at the end of these non-zero numbers are not significant. So in this case, we are simply talking of a number of 97600. These two zeros are not significant, but the rest of these numbers are significant. So here we are simply talking of 1, 2, 3. 3 significant what? Figures. So meaning there are only 3 significant figures, but these are not. Okay? The 0 is not significant. Then we move on to the next one. Zeros in between non-zero numbers are significant. Zeros in between non-zero numbers are significant. For example, 70209191. This 0 and this 0, it is in between non-zero numbers. Hence, this 0, it is significant. So we can say how many significant figures are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are six significant figures because these zeros are significant. Okay, hopefully that is clear. We move on to the next one. Significant figures of small numbers, meaning less than 1. Less than 1. Zeros before non-zero numbers are not important, meaning significant. So zeros before non-zero numbers are not important or significant. For example, we are talking of 0.0034. This 000 is it is what they're saying before non-zero numbers. They are before these ones. So these are not significant. These two zeros, including this 0, is not significant. So here we are simply saying there are only 2 significant figures. Okay. Same we move on to the next. Zeros at the end of non-zeros are not significant. Zeros at the end of non-zeros are significant, in short, are significant. Zeros at the end of non-zeros numbers are significant. Example, 0.540. This 0, it is at the end of non-zeros. 5 and 4 is these are non-zero digits, so this 0 becomes significant. So here we are simply saying we have 3 significant figures. We have 3 significant figures. In this case, this 0 which is here, it is not significant. Okay, hopefully I'm making this clear. Zeros in between non-zero digits, non-zero numbers, are significant. Meaning zeros in between non-zero numbers are significant. For example, we have 0.03040. Now, zeros in between, like 304, this 0, it is significant. But this 0 here and this one, they are not significant. This 0 is in between non-zero numbers, which is 3 and 4. Hence, it is significant. And this 0, which is this side, it is significant because it is at the end of a number. So how many significant figures are in this question? There are 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 significant figures. Okay, so this is very important. You need to know this concept because they will never ask you about this concept. They will never bring this concept in your test like this, but they will just ask you questions which you need to involve these concepts. So I would advise you to make sure that you memorize this concept and put it in your book so that each and every time you happen to forget, you can just quickly check it through and give us the correct answer. Now, let's look at few examples. Few examples just to identify. Though I've already explained some examples, I just want to give you more examples. Example number 1, let's look at this one. How many significant figures are in this question? So we are going to say how many significant figures So let's look at this example. How many significant figures have the following numbers? A, 48728. 48728. How many significant figures are here? We learned in the first statement saying that all non-zero digits are significant. And when you look at this, there is no 0 here. So all these are significant. And we count starting from left going to right. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this question, we have 5 significant figures. Okay. What about this one? Zeros in between whole numbers are significant. So zeros in between whole numbers are significant. We can see this 0 is in between 7 and 2, so it is significant. And this 0 is in between 2 and 9, so it's significant. So we start counting from left going right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 significant figures in this question. Okay. What about this one? This is a big number. Despite it having a decimal point, it's a big number. 568 is greater than 1. So all these are non-zero digits, hence they are significant. So we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 significant figures as well. Then this one is a small number because it's less than 0. It's less than 1, I mean. So it's a small number. So we start counting from left going right. So we are saying 1, 2, 3. 253 is significant because zeros before non-zero numbers are not significant. So this 0, it is not significant because we checked on this statement. Zeros before non-zero numbers are not important, hence not significant. So in this question, this 0 is not significant. So how many significant figures are here? 1, 2, 3. So here we only have 3 significant figures. Okay. What about this one? This one, you need to be extra careful and apply about 2 concepts. Zeros in between non-zero digits are significant. So this one is significant. And zeros at the end of a whole number, of a decimal, it is significant. So which is this statement here? Zeros in between non-zero numbers are significant. And also we apply this one. Zeros at the end of non-zero numbers are significant. So this is only applicable for small numbers. So this 0 here and this 0, it is significant, but these are not significant. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 significant figures. So this is how you answer the question, how many significant figures are in the question. Hopefully I've made this easy and straightforward. The next concept we are going to be looking at, it is now trying to understand these significant figures in standard form. So don't miss the next lesson. Thank you for watching.